All right, coaches, we're going to talk about three-way coverage principle in the Bear package. Okay, very simple to understand, easy to implement. Okay, providing each player knows his assignments. Really, what three-way talks to, it talks to the backer, the boundary backer, who's a loose five technique against a two-man surface, the field side defensive end, okay, and the Mike linebacker. Those three players are responsible for the back. Okay, so what happens is the back comes up through the line of scrimmage, the Mike will eat him, as Coach Foster talks about, and the two defensive ends will be contained rushers. If the back works to the side of the backer takes him, the Mike becomes a contained rusher to that side, as does the defensive end to the field. If the back works to the field defensive end will eat him. Okay, the backer and the boundary becomes a force rusher to this side, and the Mike becomes a contained rusher to the other side. So a few clips of that, okay, we'll take a look at here as we go through this. Okay, so the back flops, which should be a pretty good alert for that safety, for that defensive end right now. So that's a blitz peel technique. Okay, we talked to Coach Foster about the technique behind that. Coach elaborated and expounded upon that in the full-length special report. But he'll work now to take him and the Mike just as a free rusher. Coach Foster tells the Mike linebacker to find windows. It's as simple as that. Find a window, as he does right here. Okay, and he's able to get some pressure on the quarterback. And what that does for you, because it's a five-man front, the Bear is, okay, you got man protection up front. There's nobody to account for that player, especially if that back works away. He's going to get a free rush. And he does so here. Back flops. Okay, now this is a bust-in coverage. Okay, in this situation, that boundary backer needs to see that. His eyes needs to go onto that, and he needs to peel right now. Okay, he does not peel with that player. That player is wide open in the wheel route. Okay, luckily the three technique does a great job getting pressure here, as you'll see from the end zone shot, but that player is wide open. Okay, so right now that defensive end should be peeling with that backer. But you see what that does. Even the Mike's able to get pressure here. Because you got man-on-man protection, the Mike's able to get through and get that run through. Pretty good concept. Five-man front accounts for man protection, especially if you're including that tight end out on routes. East Carolina, they move to Bear. Okay, there's the back out in the flat. See the backer absorbs him. Okay, the Mike's going to get should be a contained rusher to this side. You see that three techniques getting blocked down by the tackle. His angle should be a little wider here. They stem to it. Okay, just got to be careful with a mobile quarterback here. The Mike should be taking that contained rush angle. He can't be up in here in case the quarterback decides to exit the pocket. Coach Foster did talk about the presence of a dynamic three technique getting off the ball may prevent those exit situations. Now this I want to talk to you about. This is a little different. Okay, this is Western Michigan. They're going to decide to run this A-back on a quick little bubble. Okay, what Coach Foster talks about here more than anything is replacing with the safety. He doesn't want to lighten the box, especially against the running quarterback. Depends on what you want to do based on game plan. But in this situation, the Mike decided to run with that A-back. It's a lot harder, of course, for that defensive end to be able to make up that ground in the perimeter. But the Mike does a good job. You see he's making a tackle here in a 2-yard game. So there's a pretty good example of how the concept works with an adjustment if you're seeing that. This looks like Boston College. This is a big bust in coverage right here. Again, it's just coaching the wheel routes, making sure that player has his eyes on the back. Backs to the boundary. Linebacker does not see him. That's a big problem. So there you have the bust in the coverage. Players have to understand that that's their responsibility. Now this next one is a terrific job. Watch the backer here up top. He does a great job playing the three-way technique. He's going to run with the wheel route. Okay, so here's the back out of the backfield. Backer sees him. He's going to take him man for man. Now watch this play. This is Duke. Great coverage. I mean, you're getting a backer doing what a corner essentially would do. Squeezing that player to the sideline, make a good wedge technique, makes it hard for the quarterback to throw in a window. Okay, gets his hips around and makes the interception. I mean, that's just a tremendous, that's what you want. If you can play this coverage like that, you're going to be in good shape. And player does a great job doing that here. So 40 sees it. 40's a backer by trade. Okay, so maybe it's a little easier for him to make that play, okay, than a pure defensive end. But either way, and which is beneficial to the defense because we know a lot of offenses with the wheel routes will like to run that running back into the boundary, which is where that backer is. Coaches, I appreciate your attention talking three-way technique.